I am Thalia, your educational avatar. In this knowledge clip, I will explore with you some key aspects of visionary leadership and discover what it can mean for your organization. Visionary leadership is much more than simply creating support for a specific policy direction. It is also an important tool for stimulating the intrinsic motivation of employees. This intrinsic motivation, in turn, plays a crucial role in fostering creativity, innovation, and the willingness of employees to embrace change and growth. All of these aspects are vital for your organization to effectively navigate an ever-changing environment. One of the ways you can actively shape this is by focusing on a collective ambition, as described by Mathieu Wegemann. Indeed, as Simon Sinek points out, the energy level and focus of professionals have a direct relationship with their ability to identify with the values or higher goals of the organization. It is particularly these shared core values that form the building blocks for a collective ambition. A collective ambition allows employees to experience passion in their work. It inspires and provides meaning and direction. In other words, visionary leadership enables working towards a shared ambition and adaptive change through a common understanding of purpose. There is also a relationship between the presence of a collective ambition and the need for planning and control. The greater the presence of a collective ambition, the less the necessity for management through planning and control. According to Boss Bleching, individuals with a vision possess a clear motivation and direction towards which they aspire, as their creative drive is paramount. When you have a well-developed vision, it becomes an integral part of your mental models. A strong vision alters your perception of your environment. For instance, you begin to see opportunities that you might otherwise overlook. Your filter essentially opens up to the information that is relevant to your vision. However, as Bleching emphasizes, it is essential that you truly believe in your vision. You must be able to live your vision. When you close your eyes, you should be able to describe what you see, hear, feel, and even smell and taste. You should also be able to articulate your behavior at that specific moment in the future. According to Kelch-Termans and Payot, visionary leadership aligns well with developments in the field of leadership. There has been, for example, a shift from transactional leadership to a more transformative form. Transactional leadership primarily focuses on assigning rewards. In contrast, the transformative approach encourages employees to set aside their personal interests and commit to the higher goals of the organization. Additionally, there are other important leadership styles, such as adaptive leadership and shared leadership. Distributed leadership, a style often discussed in the publications of Marco Snook, is also a well-known leadership approach. Finally, there is the more recent concept of contextual leadership, which has been extensively described by Freek Peters. I will now delve deeper into the concepts of mission, vision, and strategic policy. The terms mission and vision are often used interchangeably in many policy documents or are always treated as a paired concept. The mission and vision of the school are then described as a single entity. However, to work effectively with these concepts, it is essential to keep the distinction between them clear. According to Kaplan and Norton, the mission pertains to what the organization stands for now, what it is currently recognized for. When you allow your mission to guide you for several years, you realize your vision, the envisioned future state. Your current vision then essentially becomes your new mission, leading to further development of the vision. The well-known dot on the horizon may be reached, but a new dot is continually formulated, representing a new aspirational perspective. This process ensures that the organization continues to evolve. To realize the vision, concrete and time-bound goals are derived, along with methods to work towards those goals. This is referred to as a strategic policy. The strategic policy thus outlines the path that must be taken to achieve the vision. The term vision is thus linked to an envisioned future, with other terms often used to describe it including an aspirational perspective, a desired situation, or the direction in which one wishes to develop, etc. However, in everyday language, the term vision is also frequently used to refer to a specific opinion or a set of beliefs and convictions about current situations. In education, for example, one may have a particular pedagogical vision from which they operate daily. Emotionally, the term vision therefore relates to both the current situation and the yet-to-be-realized desirable future, which can be confusing. Properly distinguishing between the concepts of mission and vision promotes processes of shared meaning-making and can positively contribute to the management process. This ensures that both the present and the aspirational perspective receive the attention they deserve. How do the concepts of vision and collective ambition relate to each other? Mathieu Wegemann states the following: although both terms are sometimes used interchangeably, a vision is much more straightforward. It focuses on where an organization wants to be in 3 years, for example, regarding revenue levels or market share. These are often quantitative goals. In contrast, collective ambition is more qualitative and philosophical. It prompts you to ask why you exist and what it means for the environment if the organization were no longer present. It is a quest for the uniqueness of the organization, where the sense of belonging lies. The concept of collective ambition, as described by Wegemann, thus actually encompasses both the mission and the vision of the organization. In this list, you can see which sources I consulted while creating this knowledge clip. This concludes my explanation of visionary leadership. I trust that my insights have inspired you. In the next knowledge clip, I will explore how you can collaboratively engage with your team in an inspiring mission vision process. Looking forward to seeing you soon.